start this one off with me and this little guy on boys morning, going to Wyndham Harbour to see a few cars. It should be pretty quick lived though, because it just started raining and me or him don't want to be standing out in the rain looking at cars, no matter how good they are. Come on, let's go see some cars. You got your key? Let's go. Come on. What do you reckon? Japanese and muscle cars or this sort of stuff? BMW, McLaren, Lamborghini, Porsche? Nah. Can we agree that XA sedan is the best looking Falcon made of all time? Yeah, I agree. One day, mate. You like that one because it's loud? Scorpion. Look, Bullet Mustang. Packed here for so early. Anyway, we gotta go, mate. Today we're on a goddamn mission. I'm assuming we're transporting 2 cars to Ocean Grove, but I actually don't even know what the hell's going on today yet. I just know that there's McDonald's involved, so count me in. Who gives a shit? You're moving. We can make as much noise as we want.
Neater.
Glass in, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, because the genuine seal's like a multi-piece, isn't it?
Yeah, but it kind of looks similar.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Where those generic ones, you know, they fold over this. They look shit.
How much were these?
They were about 700 each, I think. 700 each. These were like, I can't remember. These were expensive. And you know what? They actually fit, for this one's alright. For genuine, they fit pretty shit. For the amount you pay.
Let's see this glass. Oh.
They come up, Mac.
Told you. Told you.
Brand new windscreen.
How much did you say all the glass in with seals and everything cost? Sorry. I saw your face.
Because I don't have the seals in there yet. It's probably 3.5 to 4 grand. By the time I recode the glass, tinted, new windscreen, seals, like all this genuine seals, that quarter glass, this rubber, like the brand new door rubber.
I know people are going to ask.
Yeah.
The glass was scratched, so if anyone wants to know who Rico's glass, genuine glass, I know the person now.
Yeah, he does a good job.
Why is the hot side off?
It's getting coated. The manifold's getting coated.
Where's Eva?
It's up there already.
Oh. So Daniel's deserting his friends. Moving elsewhere. Everything's gone.
How much do you need?
End of an era, this house, mate.
Yo, it's me. That's pretty funny, right?
What? That this is going to tow a car to Geelong? Ocean Grove.
At his parents' house. And I was going to get finished at his parents' house.
You confident? The petrol or diesel?
Petrol.
Whoa, Jesus Christ. Oh, I do not want this responsibility. Daniel will kill me if I scratch the front lip on this fucking thing. Does this thing got any brakes? Does the handbrake work in this? So how are you going to stop once it goes onto the trailer? Fuck. No brakes either. Handbrake, nothing.
We're meant to have one for the other side. The other ramp.
This is a bad idea. I don't know how Daniel's going to go driving that thing all the way to Ocean Grove, but he's gone. But you will see more of him in the future. Something I really love about Japanese cars is all the factory options, little trinkets and stuff that you could buy when the cars were brand new, and are actually now very sought after and rare, hard to find parts now, you know, 25, 30 years later. And there's actually Facebook pages, you know, dedicated to these rare Japanese car parts and stuff like that. And I've always been interested in that stuff. Like I got a few things for the Safiro that were factory option stuff. The Evo, Mitsubishi didn't really do much stuff. There's a couple of little rally art bits and pieces that are hard to find, but you know, it's more of a, Nissan was probably the most prominent in doing stuff like that, but Subaru also. Now, not so much a trinket or anything like that, but just a really hard to come by part. These things called aero guards, which I spotted on a car on Facebook, and I thought, what the hell are those? They look sick. Anyway, I found out what they were, searched for a while, couldn't really find any overseas or anything like that, until some popped up in Australia. So jumped on them, just paid the asking price or whatever, because I knew they would sell very, very quick, and they have arrived, so I'll show you what they are. So from what I can find online, they're called aero guards. There could be a different name for them, who the hell knows. I thought they were mud flaps. They're actually rubber, so these are soft, and they're like guards for your skirts, rear pods, stuff like that. So I'll sticky tape sit these on there to show you exactly what they look like. So that's it there. They're like a little add-on. So for rear bumper, over the rear pod, and front guard and over the side skirt. It's really hard to tell in the garage here, but trust me, they look cool. Now, I'll post up a picture of a car that has them actually painted and fitted properly so you can get an idea of what they look like. So I'm going to drop these off to get painted. I don't know how you go about that, being rubber, and they've been painted black before, so I don't know what the process is there, but I thought if I'm getting stuff painted, there's a few other things I want to get painted as well, so I'm going to take them off, get everything painted at once, and then the car will be nice and fresh. And I have to say, the best thing about these factory parts is, you know, they 100% fit nice and snug. Like, look at that. Me fitting them and getting them to sit snug is a whole different ball game though. So I'm also taking the driver's side rear pod because of this, and the front lip because it's had a really bad job. That is all blistering and peeling everywhere, and it looks absolutely shite house. So in the meantime, while all that stuff's getting painted, we will attend to this. Part number. So this is the genuine boot sticker for the WRX STI, which I know this is not, but it has STI everything. This is going to be an STI mock-up, so it's getting everything STI back on it. It did actually have the sticker, if you do remember, but I got the car detailed, so the sticker had to come off, so it's gone right back on. So with some help from old forums, I found measurements of where this is supposed to be. Just under 8 inches, because it was an American side I found it, from the split in the tail lights across from each side, 3 inches from the boot lock, and 2 inches from the bottom, 3 inches from the body line. So for anyone playing at home, around there. Doesn't need to be bloody spot on, you know. No one's gonna notice if it's a mil or two off. So let's slap this new sticker on. Much better. I have to say, for a genuine sticker, it's not the best quality, but maybe I just stuck it on shit, but whatever. I'm not that fussy with this car. So this was supposed to be a very quick, like 2-minute aerial swap that has turned into this. So you'd think it's just these two and unplug it from the back of the head unit, but of course it was stuck in the sound deadening under the carpet, so I couldn't even pull it back through, and very, very fiddly to get out, but we got there in the end and I'm about to slide this thing out. And the other thing, I couldn't even find the aerial that I bought a couple of months ago, but I did find it. Here is the part number, and the reason I'm swapping this thing out is I reckon every single GC8 has this issue, and it's why they still sell the damn aerial. Looks shit, something cheap, so why the bloody hell not? So So with the two T20s out and it unplugged, you should be able to fiddly slide this thing back out with a bit of force. And that's it. So that's what it's supposed to look like. All shiny and new. Well, not shiny, but satin. And they even give you some new damn bolts. Grouse. And from what I saw online, you should be able to just feed this down and it should find its own way. But you all know that's not going to happen. We're about halfway before we're having issues. And eventually, you get it where it needs to be. And voila. And then you got to put all this junk back together. Everyone loves a silly purchase. I know you do. And boy, do I have some silly purchases for you today for the Evo. I've got a box of goodies here. All genuine little bits and pieces. I'll be honest. Some of this stuff, I don't even remember what it's for, and I'm going to have to look up part numbers. I know these are going to be the little clips for the cowl, and the reason I'm replacing those is because I bought a brand new cowl, but it doesn't come with clips. So the cowl looks brand new, because it is, and the clips don't. So I got to put new clips. This part number here is for the accelerator cable. It's a little clip that loops around and back onto itself on the strut tower that holds the accelerator cable. And there's two in here because Daniel's Evo is missing it, so I thought I would get him a little present. I got a rock cover gasket just for future because I want to pull the rock cover off and get it repainted. Now these ones, I got no idea. I'm gonna have to look them up. It's just two. Don't know. Must be important if I bought them. I bought brand new guard indicators. This is the part number there. So these are the indicators obviously on the guard. Nothing wrong with mine, but they're cheap, so why the hell not buy everything else brand new? This one's a bit silly. I was looking at what stickers you could get around the car, and this one sort of popped up because a lot of them are just unavailable, or you try to order them and they just refund you because you can't get them. I can't even see what this sticker is because it's behind the label here and I can't move it, but that's the part number and it says fuel label, so I'm gonna guess it's inside the fuel flap. We'll see when we open it. These are the bolts for the coil cover. Mine has some just generic silver ones on it, so I thought replace them with the proper ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, that's the number. These ones, now I've been meaning to get these for a while. These are for the rear over fenders. They're little clips that sort of clip to the door and hold the over fender to the door. So that's all these clips. Spark plug tube seals. And this one is the best one, mate. So along the way, someone has removed the bolts for the radiator brackets on the rad support. Now, I didn't even realize until Daniel picked up on it. So I bought the genuine bolts for the radiator bracket on the rad support. All this stuff was actually pretty cheap. Under 150 bucks for all of that stuff. So not bad. So let's fit some of these stupid little things. So that is what was on the coil cover. No idea where these came from, and that's what it's supposed to have. So that's a new genuine one. And these go here. And so this is what was in there. Wrong. And these are genuine new ones. So thanks for that, Daniel. And they go here. These two and these two. And these are the cowl clips. New on the left, old on the right. So in the meantime, we've got a couple of things back from paint. We've got our aeropods all nice and done. These look bloody amazing. These are going to be tricky to put on. And we've got the front lip back. I'm still waiting for the rear pod and my fuel flap back, which was used for color matching. And I can't put these on until I get that rear pod on because it covers them. And I'm not just going to put the fronts on because I need to pop the skirts off to get the sill panel finished. So these probably won't go on for a while, but they will go on eventually. I promise. Back on, and no more stone chips and peely paint, thank God. believe it or not, we have the last piece. This was painted and repaired due to that crack that it had in the end here where it attaches to the rear bar. It's all repaired, painted, brand new, and we can finally chuck it back on and make this car complete and drivable again. Now what I didn't realise when I was taking these off, because I've never taken them off before, is these actually slide on. So you gotta go like here and then slide them onto these, into these tabs here, which is gonna be a pain. Ooh. Yep. It's gonna be very painful. And there we are, she's all back together. Looking beautiful, no more damage on the end. And I also got my mate to mix me up, or just give me the leftover paint, so I can go around this whole car and do touch-ups. Just on all this little stuff like this. The whole car, everywhere, door jambs, edges of the doors. You'd be amazed how different it makes the car look when you touch all that stuff up. So it will take a while because there's a lot, but I'm gonna go over this whole car right now. Whole car touched up, door jambs, boot jams, edges of doors, edges of bonnet, everywhere, skirts, as many stone chips as I could find, all done. And can we just appreciate all the blue cars at the moment? This was not on purpose. I definitely do not have a blue fetish, I promise. Anyway, on to something I really have been dreading and putting off because I don't want to know about it, but here we go. And in a couple of weeks, I've got the Subaru booked in to get those sill panels fixed. If you remember, when we had it up on the hoist, found some unfortunately unexpected damage to both side sill panels that don't look too bad, but I thought, while I got the car outside, I'm going to pull the skirts off so I can send a few pictures to my mate that's going to fix it, just so he can sort of see what he's up against. And a bit worse than I thought, to be honest. Let's have a look. So with the skirt off, you can see how far it's pushed up from side on. And a nice hole where I'm going to assume a scissor jack. The hole's not the bad thing, it's more this. But I guess we'll just see how we go when it goes there. I swear anything's fixable, like this is, you know, not crazily bad, but just super disappointing with this car. But anyway, we'll get it fixed. Anyway, I will see you guys next week.